Good morning, student. I am Ashish Tripathi, and I hope you will be well and studying well. Today's topic is our electric field. We will discuss class 12 physics electric field. Topic is our electric field. Next topic is electric field. In electric field, we will discuss what is electric field, what is the definition of electric field, and what are the main characteristic of electric field. And it is as it is a scalar quantity or vector quantity, its formula, dimension formula, everything unit everything we will discuss about it. What is electric field? First of all, what is the definition of electric field? First of all, we have to start with what is the definition of electric field. Before going to definition, electric field is what is electric force? Electric force is a contact force or non-contact force. Contact force means when the force are in contact with each other between the two bodies. Between the two bodies, when the force are exerted by the contact between the two bodies, that is called the contact force. Non-contact, that is magnetic force, electrostatic force. These are the non-contact force. So electrostatic force act between the two bodies. Electrostatic force which is act between the two bodies without any direct contact between them. Electrostatic force which is act between the two bodies without any direct contact between them. That means if the two bodies are there, first body number 1, body number 2, if there will be no contact between the two bodies, body A and body B, and the force will be occur, then this is called as the electrostatic force. If there are plus Q charge and minus Q charge, there will be attractive force, and there will be no contact between the two bodies. That is called as the electrostatic force. That means electrostatic force is a non-contact force. Then comes to electric field. Definition of electric field. If you want to discuss the definition of electric field, an electrostatic field is said to be exist at a point. An electrostatic field is said to be exist at a point if a force of electrical origin is exerted on a stationary charged body placed at that point. That means if a stationary charged body is there, that means plus Q is a stationary charge, and due to this charge some electrostatic force will be exerted between the surrounding the charge. That is the electric field of that particular charge. If the plus Q charge is there, then this is some surrounding space is there in the particular. You can also, then another definition of electric field is that the modified space around the charge. The modified space around the charge is also called as the electric field of that particular charge. Mathematically, if you want to describe it mathematically, then you can come across E equal to F, a force, electrostatic force upon charge Q naught. Q naught, if there is a charge of Q naught, test charge. Q naught is called the test charge. First of all, we will discuss about what is test charge. Test charge is the minimum amount of positive charge. Is the minimum amount of positive charge is called as the test charge. Then if we consider about the electric field, mathematically you can write down electric field equal to force upon charge. It is a vector quantity, as electrostatic force is a vector quantity, so electric field is also a vector quantity. Electrostatic field is a vector quantity. Then comes to what is the unit? What is the unit and dimension formula of electrostatic field? What is the unit and dimension formula? If we are considering about the unit of electric field having the unit, as the formula says that E equal to F upon Q naught. So F is the electrostatic force and Q naught is the test charge. That means if we are considering about what is the unit of electric field, then we know that the force having the unit Newton, and Q naught is a test charge, that is also a very small amount of positive charge, that is called the test charge. That means Q naught having the unit Coulomb. That means Coulomb having the that means Newton per Coulomb. Newton per Coulomb is the SI unit of electrostatic field. Then comes to what is the dimension formula. If we are considering about what is the dimension formula of the electrostatic field, dimension formula of electric field, that means E equal to F upon Q naught. F is having the dimension formula, force having the dimension formula ml2 minus mlt minus 2 divided by Q naught. Q naught having the dimension formula at, charge. Q naught is the charge. So charge having the dimension formula A and T, at. That means if we are considering the both equation, that means m l t minus 1 a, that means m t minus 3 a minus 1. This will be the dimension formula of electric field. L t minus 3 a minus 1. That is the dimension formula of electrostatic field. T minus 2, and if we taking the t as numerator, then minus 1. That means L t minus 3 a minus 1. This is the dimension formula of electrostatic field. Then comes to a short type of question. What is the electric field due to a point charge? That is the 3 marks question comes to your board. What is the electric field due to a point charge? You can write down electric field due to a point charge. Due to a point charge. What is the electric field due to a point charge? And we have to consider, that means what is we have to consider? You have to consider a point charge Q. A point charge, you have to consider a point charge Q. And Q naught is a test charge. Q naught is a test charge which is placed r distance, small r distance from the Q. Q mainly you are considering as the origin. You can consider Q as the origin, and from Q there is a test charge which is situated r distance from the Q. Then what will be the force? And if it will be the positive charge, it will also, you know that test charge is also positive. That means positive, that means repulsive force will be there. Force will be towards this side, and this is the figure that is showing that how can you find out the electric field at the point charge. This point we have to consider as P point. We can consider as P point, and we have to find out the electric field at that particular P point. So that means you can write down the note about consider a charge plus Q, and which is placed at origin, and Q naught be the test charge which is placed at a distance small r from the Q. Then as the two forces, this is also positive, this is also positive, then the force will be Coulomb's force. We know about the Coulomb's force. Coulomb's force will be also positive. If the two charge will be positive, then the force will be repulsive. That means Coulomb force will be positive. That means we have to find out the electric field at the point P. Then let us imagine a test charge which is placed at the P point. P point we have to consider a test charge which is separated by a distance smaller. Then according to Coulomb's force, according to Coulomb's force, what is Coulomb's force states about? F equal to K Q naught upon R square. According to this equation, the first charge, number 1 charge, the second charge, and if we consider the Coulomb's force is F equal to K Q naught upon R square. K is the Coulomb's constant. We have already discussed in the previous classes. And this is the equation. You can make it equation 1. And then considering about the if you consider about the what is the definition, from the definition of electric field, you know about the F equal to F upon Q naught. If you, according to a definition of electric field, you already know about the F E equal to F upon Q naught. That means F equal to, if we put this is equation, make it equation 2, and putting the value of equation 1 in equation 2. If we put the value of equation, then we can got what we can got, that E equal to F upon Q naught. If in place of F we can write Q naught upon R square divided by Q naught. Q naught will be cancelled. Q upon R square. This is the electric field due to a point charge. This is the electric field. If you place the value of K, then you can got 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square. This is the value of electric field due to a point charge. Then topic is our what is that means we can what we are getting here, that means E directly proportional to 1 by r square. E proportional to 1 by r square. E proportional to 1 by r square. Then considering about the next topic is our continuous charge distribution. Next topic is our continuous charge distribution. We have discussed about the electric field, and then we will discuss continuous charge distribution. Continuous charge distribution. What is continuous charge distribution? We will know about that. We are already knowing about the charge is spread in a region in a continuous manner. Charge is spread in a region, in a particular region. If you are considering the particular region, then if a charge is spreading in that particular region in a continuous manner, it is spreading. And such a charge distribution, such type of charge distribution is called as the continuous charge distribution. Such type of charge distribution is called as the continuous charge distribution. Then in this particular continuous charge distribution, there are three types of charge distribution. First one is, if we have classified this continuous charge distribution, the three types. First one is your volume charge distribution, volume charge distribution. Then surface charge distribution, surface charge distribution. Third one is your linear charge distribution. You can note down the three types of charge distributions are there. First one is your volume charge distribution, surface charge distribution. Third one is your linear charge distribution. That means three types of charge distribution are there. We will discuss one by one. First comes to what is volume charge distribution. What is the definition of volume charge distribution? So volume charge, if you are considering about the volume charge distribution, volume charge distribution. Then first of all, you have to know about what is the definition of volume charge distribution. You can write down, it is a charge distribution spread over. You can write down, it is the charge distribution spread over a three-dimensional volume. It is a charge distribution which is spread over a three-dimensional volume. Three-dimensional volume, that is called as the volume charge distribution. And that means if you are considering about a three-dimensional surface, and this is the small surface, and this is the, you can consider that volume, then this is dV, and this is a large volume, this is V, and this is called as the volume charge density. So by the definition of volume charge distribution, it is the charge distribution over a three-dimensional volume. That means if we are considering about the volume charge distribution, then we can get the formula mathematically. You can write down mathematically what we can write, rho equal to rho. What is rho? We will discuss rho about. Rho is the volume charge density. We will discuss in later. Rho equal to dV upon dq upon dV. Rho equal to dq upon dV. That means if a charge of q naught, if a charge of q is placed at a distance of r, then the charge of q is placed at a distance of r, then we can get the rho equal to dq upon dV. That means what is rho? Rho is called as the volume charge density. Volume charge density. When the charge is spread in a particular volume, and if the small volume you can consider as dV, there is a small volume that considered dV, and this is the q charge q which is placed at a distance of r from the from the dV, from the center, then we can consider as rho equal to dq upon dV. Rho is the volume charge density. What is the definition of rho? What is the definition? Volume charge density. It is the charge per unit volume. It can be defined as the charge per unit volume. That is called as the volume charge density. This is called as the volume charge density. If we want to find out the what is the unit of volume charge density, rho, the unit of volume charge density is dq. Dq the having the charge coulomb. Coulomb per charge is having the unit coulomb per volume having the unit meter cube. That means coulomb per meter cube. This is the unit of volume charge density. And then second is our surface charge density. What is surface charge density? We will discuss. Surface charge density, how can we make the diagrams of surface charge density? We have to make a surface. We have to make a surface. What you can consider as a surface. This is a surface, and this is the total surface. You can consider S is the surface, and in the particular surface you can consider this is the small surface ds. This is the small surface ds. You can make the surface like this. And we have to consider a charge which is at the place of distance of r. Here the surface charge density is called sigma. Here surface charge density is called the sigma. So how can we define the surface charge distribution? It is the charge distribution over a two-dimensional surface. You can note down this definition. It is the charge distribution over a two-dimensional surface. Over a two-dimensional surface, what is the charge distribution? That is called a surface charge distribution. If you want to find out the formula, what is the formula of surface charge distance? Sigma equal to dq upon ds. dq is the what is the sigma? Sigma is the surface charge density. Surface charge density. You can write down the formula. Sigma is called the surface charge density. Sigma having the unit coulomb per meter square. Coulomb per meter square. That means coulomb having the unit charge having the unit coulomb, and ds having the unit meter square. ds means surface area. Then having the unit meter square. That means this is called the surface charge density. And surface charge density, what is the definition of surface charge density? You can write down the definition. It is the charge per unit surface area. You can write down the definition. It is the can be defined as the charge per unit surface area is called as the surface definition of surface charge density. And then lastly, we can come about the linear charge. Third one is our linear charge density. What are linear charge distribution? How can we find out the linear charge distribution? Third one is our linear charge distribution. Linear charge distribution. Linear charge distribution. When we are considering about the linear charge distribution, we have to consider a figure like this, and this is the line charge of having the length L, total length L, and having this is the small length, this is the small length, this is the DL length, and from the DL length we have to place a charge of Q, which is placed at a distance of R. Then we can call it as then we have to find out the what is the linear charge density. So first of all, we have to come across the definition of linear charge distribution. If you want to consider about what is linear charge distribution, you can simply define linear charge distribution can be defined as the charge distribution over a line. The charge distribution over a one-dimensional line. One-dimensional line you can consider linear charge distribution. And you can, if you want to find out the formula, what is the formula of linear charge distribution, you can write down. This is called as the lambda. This is called as the lambda equal to dq upon dl. This is the lambda. What is lambda? Lambda is called as the linear charge density. Linear charge density. And lambda having the unit. What is the unit of lambda? Lambda having the unit coulomb per meter. Coulomb per meter is the unit of linear charge density. And what is the definition of linear charge density? How can we define? It can be defined as the charge per unit length. Charge per unit length is the definition of linear charge density. And what is the unit? Unit is coulomb per meter square. Coulomb per meter square is the unit of linear charge density. This is the about the what is the charge distribution of charge. And in the next video, we will discuss about the what is electric dipole. What is electric dipole? We will discuss in the next video. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching my video.